That seemed extremely loud today. I don't know why that seemed loud, but all right. So we have a couple things that I want to talk about real quick. Big shout out to Team Hal. Thanks always for the support. And then also Science Nutrition. You guys have been pretty much there from the beginning, and thank you guys for that. Really like having you guys as sponsors because not only do you guys help out on the financial side, but you guys are also supporters big time of the show, so thank you very much for that. So next we have a gentleman that just started a business. His name is Jason Steinberg, and the first question that I have is, what the heck do I call you as far as an athlete? Is it free runner, parkour, ninja? What are we talking about here? And I'm gonna have you get super. There we go.
Absolutely. So
you can move the mic back too if you
kind
want.
of
Okay.
Collectively, we all kind of just go by ninja. So,
Okay,
like,
just
we
go
talk
by
about,
ninja.
like the ninjas in the community and ninjas on the show and stuff like that. So
Nice. That's like I said. I was like, okay. So I will have you know though, I have a 605 Ninja T-shirt from like 6 or 7 years ago. I should wear it, or at least I don't know. I feel like it's it was like a precursor or something. But ours was on a totally different realm. It was for martial arts stuff. So
that's cool.
So first question: what kind of got you into all of this stuff?
You know, honestly, with the whole ninja warrior side of things, it all started when I was running track for the University of South Dakota. I competed in 10 different events in the sport of track and field. And when I was done, I kind of felt like something was missing. Like I didn't know. I was looking for something to keep me competitive, but I didn't really know what that was. And I've been talking to a few people, and they're just like, hey, you should try out for American Ninja Warrior. And I heard that multiple times, you know, and on about the third time, I'm like, oh, what the heck is this thing? So I looked into it. I found out that there was a competition at a smaller size gym, like outside of the TV show in Minnesota. So I made the trip to see what it was all about, and ended up doing pretty good in the competition and fell in love with it right there. So
yeah, for sure. That's it seems like, you know, we were talking about it a little bit off air that like everybody is like, oh man, I actually wouldn't mind trying that. But like myself, I wouldn't mind trying that just to see how things go. Even though I'm a 6'5", 235 pound man, like I like doing like the indoor rock climbing stuff, things like that. And so I think it would be, you know, not too terribly different from that, but maybe I'm completely oblivious to, you know, the other things that it would take. So
absolutely, man. I don't, you know, sometimes height makes a difference, but there's guys on the TV show that are your height and size that are some of the best guys out there. So, you know, the wingspan definitely helps, but I think yourself being a jiu-jitsu guy with all the grip and the endurance in your hands and stuff, I think you'd be pretty good at it.
Awesome. Well, I get excited about that now. So you said you were in 10 events in track. List a couple of them off at least.
Well, it was called the decathlon. So we
okay.
had, the high jump, long jump, pole vault. Then we had to do the shot put, discus, and javelin. And then there was the open 100-meter, the 100-meter hurdles, the open 400. And you got basically 10 events, and they're over the course of 2 days, and you get 30 minutes in between each event before you have to basically be warmed up and ready to compete again. And then what happens is you get so many points per event depending on how you did.
Right.
So to be the best at the decathlon, you have to not only be like super good at one event, but you have to be, you know, mediocre or good at every event.
Sure. Do you feel like that was, I mean, obviously a pretty nice leap from being able to do that to another, just because you were able to adapt so much, or?
I do, as far as like the sport side of things and the mental side of things, but as far as like the physical side of things, it's almost like a completely different realm, because I went from being like a leg sport athlete where I lifted legs, ran on my legs, everything, to completely switching to Ninja Warrior where it's all upper body. So it was a big change there, but.
So you and a bunch of bros are just sitting in there just doing all arms all day long. Is this the going to fitness gym and doing that? Is that the goal? I'm kidding.
You know, it's a little bit of everything. Like I still do like traditional weightlifting and that type of thing, because it's very important to do that. And being a personal trainer on the side too, I just need to be aware of that. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of body weight stuff that you got to get used to. You know, sometimes you can go in there and lift a whole bunch of weights, but when it comes to simply doing a pull up or a push up or something like that, that's where a lot of people struggle. So I think it's more or less training like the calisthenic side of things than the weight lifting side of things. So
sure. and then beginning stuff. So, where'd you grow up? Brothers, sisters, family style? Give me some of the background on that.
Absolutely. So I'm actually originally from South Dakota.
Okay.
So that's where I went to high school. Once I graduated, I went to the University of South Dakota for school. I got a degree in kinesiology and sports science, and then I minored in coaching and minored in health science, so I could do stuff with like nutrition and that type of thing too. And right now we live in Sioux Falls. My wife, her name is Lacey. We have two girls. Aaliyah, she's 9 years old, and then we just had Luna, and she's 4 months today.
Oh man! So the I know, like I said, I've got the chance to hang out with Aaliyah quite a bit, but she used to train here, quite a bit. Definitely an athletic kid, so I'm assuming that the household there basically is just all running around, all craziness at that household. But
absolutely.
So, and then the new baby, how's that working out? Because you got pretty much, you started at the gym and had a baby roughly at the same time.
Yeah.
So that seems like I don't know, on the scale of things, a terrible idea, but maybe it worked out just fine.
Yeah, it just kind of worked out how it did. Like I was trying to get this gym open for a while, but being young, it was kind of difficult to get the financing. So it just so happened that the timing was right at the same time that we were having a baby, and we've been working so hard for this that we didn't really want to let the opportunity go. So
I have no idea what that noise is. The right back. Just gonna check one thing here real quick. So I'll ask a quick question over here. The like, basically for your start, you had that first event in Minnesota, and then what was the big one after that, or have you had any events after that? I know that you did some things with American Ninja Warrior as well. So
yeah.
Talk to me about some of the competitions that you've been through.
Absolutely. So, outside of the TV show, there is just a couple different leagues. One's the NNL, the National Ninja League. It's basically competitions that anybody can kind of sign up for and compete in and that type of thing. And then another one is the UNAA, which is the Ultimate Ninja Athlete Association. So between the two federations, they host competitions throughout the year. They have qualifiers, they have area qualifiers, and they actually have nationals. So they treat this just like any other sport where you can train to compete in them. And there's youth and adult competitions. And then otherwise, as far as the TV show goes, just once a year, there's a pretty extensive application process that goes in with that. And so I got to compete last year in Kansas City, and coming up this year, I applied again and can get the spot this year.
So for some reason we'll keep that going. If the folks that are watching, if you can hear that, please let us know. Send a comment on there. If not, we'll just keep it going. I'm having like a horrific buzzing in my ear, so I apologize. So is that the goal to both run the gym still and compete pretty often, or?
Absolutely. So with being able to like train and do all my stuff here in Sioux Falls, I think that's going to open up a lot of time, and I think it's going to help me train, be able to train a lot harder and that type of thing. But yeah, number one, it's the family, and then the business, and then the Ninja Warrior. So absolutely.
Yeah, it seems like that sport has just absolutely exploded here in the last 5 or 6 years with all the the show, obviously, and people get behind that, and then now it seems like there's even other ones out there like that, Beastmaster, things like that.
Absolutely.
So
yeah, I think it's definitely increasing in popularity, and it goes to show. Last year alone, there were 77,000 people on average that applied for the TV show.
Oh wow, that's
way significantly more than when they first started, and then this is their 10th year, so I'm expecting something pretty big, something go on here. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, it's crazy how much it's increasing popularity, and not only like the Ninja Warrior, but like you said, like the Ultimate Beastmaster, the new Netflix show, and then on top of that, they have all these Tough Mudders and all this stuff now that are being made into TV shows, and people are doing just to get out in the summer and compete in all these different type of obstacle course races. So.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. It seems like the almost unconventional sports are kind of taking off. It seems like in that realm, so it's kind of crazy. So, talk to me a little bit about the preparation for some of this. I mean, obviously the lifting and things like that. Is there a lot of grip training that's involved with that as well? I would assume. But.
Absolutely. So, I think the hardest thing to develop is just the endurance. Like, I feel that a lot of people that are, in decent shape can come in and complete some of these obstacles. Mm-hmm. But the challenge comes when all of a sudden you have to do 9 obstacles in a row.
Right.
That's when the endurance and the strength and the mental toughness comes into play. So mm-hmm. I think that's the biggest.
Right. That's the biggest part. Yeah. Because I see. So, and then as far as the gym, on the group strength and things like that, like talk to me about some of the things that you have now at the gym that you've added that you feel maybe are necessary for some of those competitions that you go through.
Absolutely. So it's pretty cool. I mean, a lot of the obstacles in the gym are replicas or like smaller versions of what you've seen on the TV show. So you'll get people who have watched the show, they're coming in and be like, oh, I know what that is, know how to do it, and that type of thing, and that's pretty cool to see. But I think the biggest thing for me training personally is to be able to, link multiple ones in a row without having to stop. So right. I think having that and having different obstacles and different ones I can do in a different order will be the biggest help to train this year. So
is that the plan too, to like kind of just switch out a lot of those things so you don't have the same one that you're doing all the time? Or
absolutely. So we already have some other obstacles built and ready to put in, but we're going to just kind of keep adding and expanding as we go, and we also interchange the obstacles and that type of thing too. So one of my setups is like a big metal rig that allows me to quickly interchange obstacles and stuff like that too. So sometimes even on a day-to-day basis we'll switch it up a little bit.
So you're becoming part fitness coach, part ninja, and part like structural engineer. Is that what's going on?
Kind of seems that way.
Yeah. Boss man, how did that sound out there? Did it sound fine, or was it? Couldn't hear? All right. So that's just happening through me, so that's good. I'll take that all day long. It's going to make me go deaf, but that's fine. So what I'd like to do now is pull up some of the videos that we have from your Facebook. We completely stole them, and I apologize, but it's I didn't know that was even a thing, but I guess I can just download Facebook videos now. So I don't know, that's cool about that. All right, so it's going to pop up in the upper left corner. So talk me through this real quick.
So this was actually when we were just kind of opening, and I was kind of just testing out the obstacles to make sure they were good to go and stuff like that. But this is kind of like a cannonball alley. Basically, it's a series of holds that hang from.
Give me that one more time, boss man. Yeah.
It's like a series of holds where it kind of hangs from the rafters, and the object is to get from one end to the other with obviously not falling. But it comes, gets pretty difficult when it, holds change from one shape to another and that type of thing. So
for sure, so like an advanced version of monkey bars.
Yeah.
I feel like now you're just going to punch me because you're going to belittle. Like I'm not trying to belittle it. I'm just asking. So all right. Okay, and then there's a warp wall, right?
Yep. Okay. So we got 8, 10, 12, and then the biggest one there is 14, 6, and that's what's on the TV show. So we had some girls in there and some boys, and everybody likes to come in there, and it's honestly the first thing. Like I go over the rules, and then the second I'm done with the rules, you can just see the kids just staring at it, and then right when I'm done, they run up the rules. So it's pretty cool. It's one of the only obstacles in American Ninja Warrior that's kind of iconic because it's the only one that really hasn't changed or evolved over the years. So
yeah, typically it's like the last one, right?
Yeah, so it's the last one in the qualifying course. But then when it goes to finals, then you have additional obstacles after it. But yeah, I'm expecting maybe some sort of change with the warp wall this year because it's the 10th year and stuff like that. But who knows? We'll see.
Yeah, and then I remember a video a while back of you going to another warp wall that was like quite a bit taller. Was that?
Yeah, so as far as we know, it's the world's tallest known warp wall, unless somebody has one in their backyard or something like that somewhere. But it was 21 feet. It was all the way to the rafters in a gym in Minnesota. And I was actually the 4th person to complete it. The first person that was under 6 foot tall. And there's only been one person to do it, and it was just like 2 weeks ago. So it took like a year and a half for somebody else to do it. and they say that people try it every day. So the first guy that got it, he came all the way from Florida when he heard about it. So
yeah, and it seemed like you were pretty much running from outside, coming in, and then running at this thing. So
absolutely, you pretty much had to get as much space as you could do on it, and then just keep going. But it probably took me 16 tries or more, so it wasn't no easy task, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure that the decathlon stuff too kind of helped out with the recovery side of things, where you know, obviously you can try that, and I'm guessing it takes a little bit before you're
absolutely
going to go again. So
absolutely.
All right, so this one are rings or
yeah, so it's called the ring toss, and then it's basically where you have your rings in your hands and you hook them onto something. It's pretty classic on the TV show. And then this is called the cliffhanger. It's basically like, you know, an inch ledge where you just simply hold on with your fingertips and move across it. So,
and then that's
these are called the devil steps. It's basically an upside down set of staircases that you go up, and then at the top you make a transfer, and then go down the other side. So pretty crazy.
All right, and next one.
So these kind of have a different variation of everything. I mean, so you can hold them just straight on, like I did in this video.
Yep.
You can also kind of hold them on the side, but then what's unique about them is the center is actually out, so you can put pegs in it, like a traditional peg board, and go up it. So it's honestly just a good tool to use to, you know, make it so it's versatile and that type of thing. You're training all the right muscles and that type of thing.
Are you buying a lot of these things, or are you making a lot of these things?
A little bit of both. So there's definitely some companies out there that they're rock climbing companies that make like the rock climbing holds you'd see on a rock climbing wall.
Mm-hmm.
They use that same type of material to create the obstacles, so the holds and that type of thing.
And all right, next one I think is just a picture. So who are some of these people? I noticed that you're having a lot of folks come in lately, so I know the one in the pink, I recognize her. So
so last Saturday we kind of had a big event going on, and I invited a few of my ninja buddies, if that's what you want to call them. They're people from the TV show or Ultimate Beastmaster, and they came down and helped me host a clinic where we basically were, teaching the kids how to do the obstacles, and they get the opportunity to meet American Ninja Warriors and that type of thing. But a couple people in the photos, I mean, one of them is my nephew in the white there, Eric, and then Aaliyah, our girl in the pink there, and right above her, that's Rue Yori. He's basically the K9 Ninja. He's kind of known in the TV show for, promoting the adoption of dogs. So he's kind of, been in it for a couple of years now, and he's part of like the Wolf Pack team that they have on American Ninja Warriors, basically like a group collectively of guys that, either train together or like help promote together. And then Hunter Gerard, he's the silly guy in the hat. He was a competitor.
rocket hat or
Yes.
or no buoy. I can't.
I know what you're saying, something like that. But he competed in Kansas City with me last season, and then he also is competing on Ninja vs. Ninja, which is the series that's being aired right now, and that's basically like a team competition. It's like the first one to get 3 points and that type of thing. So, and then just next to him is actually his teammate on Ninja vs. Ninja. That's Kyle Soderman, and Kyle Soderman is actually the top U.S. Ultimate Beastmaster for this last season.
Awesome.
So absolutely.
And then the next photo.
And then this is the fourth guy that came out, and that's Jake Murray. He's actually a South Dakota native. He's originally from Brookings, South Dakota. He now lives out in Colorado, but he's a big name guy on the show. He's kind of known for his antics on the court. He's always doing something funny. Like one season, he had like this fanny pack on, and by the time he got to the end of the course, he put goggles on, took a bite of the corn dog, and tossed it.
Yeah.
So that's that guy, and he's very good, very competitive. He likes to have a lot of fun, but he takes the sport very seriously too. So
yeah, I got a chance. Yeah, I posted one of the videos of him kind of doing like a quick shout out to you guys, and that was kind of funny as well. I was going to play that, but there's some music playing in the background, and I didn't want to get yelled at for playing music that we don't have the ability to play. So, but by the way, props to you on the music. Seems like when you guys are playing in the videos, those are music that I like to listen to. So I'll take that.
There you go.
So talk to me a little bit about the mental side. Okay, you're getting ready, right before any of these. Has that mental side changed for you from decathlon days to this kind of stuff, or is it pretty much the same?
I would say the biggest difference is that, it is an athletic event, but it's also a TV show.
Right.
So that's the hardest part. It's like I'm used to, in track and field, I know it's going to be long. I know it's going to take a couple of days and that sort of thing. But I know when my events are and what they are, and I train specifically for them. Well, with American Ninja Warrior, they don't start filming until the sun goes down.
Right.
And they don't stop until the sun goes up. So I think the hardest part about it is not knowing when you're going to go, not knowing what the obstacles feel like. And I didn't get to go until 4:50 in the morning. So I checked in at 11 p.m. and I didn't know, I kind of had an idea where I'd go, but somebody could fall in the first 10 seconds or somebody could take 5 minutes to do the whole course. So you don't know when you're going to go. And I think that is the hardest thing mentally.
Yeah, but that's, knowing that from our sport as well, it's kind of tough. You can't really get like a good warm-up routine. You can't get into your own, proper mental state. Just because, like you said, it's like, oh, okay, this could be 10 minutes or it could be, 45 minutes.
Right.
So,
yeah, it's kind of like with you and your fighters. You don't know how long your fight's going to be either. So.
Yep.
Absolutely.
One time for a broadcast, there was a lot of Japanese gentlemen on the card, so they got everybody staged, and they're like, okay, you're ready to go, and so we had like just ready to go out through the tunnel, and then they're like, well, wait a minute, we're going to do the national anthem. Okay, now we're going to do the Japanese national anthem. Okay, we're going to do an award for like a military award and things like that. So it ended up being like after everything was ready to go, we went to go out. It was another 45 minutes, and our fighter was so flat that after that, and both guys were so flat after that. But like you said, just continually warming up, and it was kind of rough. So
absolutely.
On the same side of that, obviously, he said, okay, I'm going to be possibly on television. So does that side of things, like having to be, pretty much on for television, is that a big factor in that, you think, as well? Trying to be a character?
Definitely it is. Everyone knows when you get the call from American Ninja Warrior, all the guys know that you're not necessarily guaranteed airtime. Mm-hmm. And everybody obviously wants to get that. So everybody, you do got to be a showboat. You got to put on a show. You got to have a positive attitude and that type of thing too. But when it all comes down to it, you still got to do the best you can do on the course to move on.
Right.
The more you can move on, the more likely chances you can get. So.
Yeah, that seems crazy. To be, like I said, not only have to do something athletically, but think of something that's going to make you stand out in front of that crowd, to be able to get some airtime, to be able to get possible sponsorships and things like that. Yeah. So,
and it's definitely different. It's all on you. It's all the lights. You step on the course and you look down and everything's way up in the air, so everything's tall and it's all above water and that type of thing. So it's definitely intimidating. Like when people watch it on the TV show and they watch somebody try to go up that wall, they're like, oh, I could do that. But then I got people coming into the gym and they're like, so which one's on the show, the 10 or the 12? I'm like, the 14 and a half. I'm like, that's how big it is, So it's pretty crazy to actually see it compared to just watching it on the TV. So
yeah, but most of the time it's shot at like a down angle, so it doesn't seem quite as big.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so going through like on the one more on the mental side, going through the course, is that like, talk to me through a little bit about that, just trying to stay calm through that course, or is it trying to stay motivated? What is your main mindset through that?
There's a lot going on. You got to be, aggressive and focused at the same time, and that's sometimes challenging to do. You got to move quick, but you can't move too quick. Like there's always like a happy medium. Like in track and field, there's not much just like go, and you just run as fast as you can. Well, sometimes in this sport, speed kills. If you're going too quick, then you can make a simple mistake on something small. So I think the biggest thing is to stay relaxed on the course and know what you're doing, and be ready to expect anything really, because you don't get to even feel the obstacles before you do it. So I think that's the biggest thing, is that you don't know what the obstacle's going to feel like. Where like if I were to try it one time, then you know what it's going to feel like, so it automatically makes it easier the next time.
Yeah. And then do they give you some heads up of what you're going to have to face, or is that not really?
So you don't know what the obstacles are until you get there.
Sure.
So like the day before, at the earliest, you'll know what the obstacles are, and then when you check in, then they take you collectively as a group and just walk you down the side of the course and tell you what you can and cannot do.
But you don't get to actually try that course out.
No. So the best you get is like the close-up look of it before they start filming, and that's it.
Sure. And then do I guess, like you said, some of these guys are working in teams. You think most of them go through and collectively try to decide what they're going to do, both individually and as a team, or?
Absolutely. And even when there's basically like a holding area, like once we check in, we have to stay in this area. We can't go down and look at the courts anymore or anything like that. And once you're in that area, I mean, the ninja community, it's like, they're kind of competitive, but they're not in a way. Like everybody's rooting for each other. So there's kind of like talk, hey, you gotta do this. Or somebody goes and falls in the water and comes back and says, hey, this part is slippery. This part is lighter than you think it is, or heavier than you think it is, or this part's because sometimes it's grippy, sometimes something's heavy, sometimes something's soft, so you just don't know.
Sure.
So that helps when they come back and kind of talk about that in the pit. So
man, that's nice. That's not most sports, it seems like, but yeah, that's cool. So talk to me a little bit about the business side. You opened up a few months ago, right? Or like 2 months ago, or
just the beginning of this month. So we've just been open.
Oh man, so
22 days now.
Awesome. So super early to tell, but your response so far from Sioux Falls.
Absolutely. So far, so good. I mean, I can't complain. We're definitely getting the word out there, and we're having people in there, and we're getting a lot of good feedback and a lot of good reviews, and that type of thing. And we got parents coming up to me and saying, thanks for opening this place. My kid really likes this, and then you just got the kids coming in and saying, thank you. I love American Ninja Warrior and that type of thing. So it's a good feeling. I mean, everything so far has just been good, and having the guys come down and put that clinic on for the kids, it's really been fun, so that's for sure.
Good. And I guess, like, how big is that facility that you have right now?
So, like, basically, it's about 4,500 square foot of, like, the obstacles alone. We got some other areas for stuff and offices and that type of thing, too. But, so, we probably put 30 to 40 different obstacles, just kind of compacted into a smaller space. If you were to take one obstacle from the TV show, you could probably only fit like 2 or 3 in the whole facility. But what we've done is condensed it down, so there's a ton of stuff to do in a decent amount of area. So.
Sure. And it looked like online you basically kind of have to register for your time slot, and then you can come in during that time.
Yeah. So the easiest thing to do is to do it online, because we can do our online waiver. Mm-hmm. You can book your own time slot, and you can pay online. So basically, when you come, you just set up and ready to go. We do take walk-ins too, but like when the open gym is full, like then you just have to wait till the next hour. So if you book online, you basically get to save your spot.
Nice. And is it? I mean, me doing at least a little bit of rock climbing stuff. Do you have them like put them through like kind of a warm-up course, or like, hey, here's how you do this, or this, or is it?
So we have a couple different ways that we offer. We have the open gym, mm-hmm. which is they just come in and play. They mess around, they train whatever they want to do. But then we also offer classes, where these classes are much more structured on training kids how to do the obstacles, focusing on balance, coordination, upper body strength, that type of thing, stuff that can correlate over to other sports too, but focusing, basically taking something fun and turning it into kind of a workout for the kids. So in the classes, there's a lot more structure.
Sure. And how much does that run?
So the classes are $59 a month, and then the open gym is just $13 an hour.
Oh, nice.
So absolutely.
And then we talked about this a little bit before, but I guess stuff that you have coming up, and things that you plan to do both for the business side and for the athletic side.
Absolutely. So, as far as like events coming up, the next big event, keep my fingers crossed that I get the call back to compete on American Ninja Warrior Season 10. And that would be in May, I think May 25th. And my region would be in Minnesota, so they're actually using the Super Bowl Stadium as the backdrop this year. So
That would be cool.
I know I'm really hoping that I get the opportunity to compete again. That's kind of the next event. There might be a competition or two in between there if I can, have some time. But with a baby and a new business, it's
Yeah.
kind of hard to get out of town to a different event. But I'm just training as hard as I can and expecting the phone call. So
Yeah, that's awesome. And the tough part about that, I guess, is that too is this as well. It seems like they'll film a lot of stuff, and then everybody, every single one of your friends is like, "Hey, how'd you do? How'd you do?" And like, you can't really release any of that stuff, and it's terrible. They usually hit you with like this, like at least in our stuff when it was like the Ultimate Fighter, where it was like $1 million lawsuit if you if you released any of this information, and like so. But a similar thing, or is that?
It is, yeah. I mean, it's definitely like a non-disclosure, or whatever they call it. Where you just gotta not talk about it too much. You can't give away anything because once I leave that event, I know what happened.
Right.
So if somebody's just telling it or whatever, then it would take away from the TV show. So I
Sure.
definitely understand where they're coming from on that.
Yeah, definitely. I wonder if they make the audience also sign a disclosure. I think.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I was gonna say otherwise that would seem that would,
The audience is kind of like filtered into like for the person, so they're always having like new audience in there and that type of thing too. So then if you get so many guests per athlete, and then once your athlete is competing, then they kind of funnel you into you do get a good spot and that type of thing, and can hold up the signs and all that fun stuff. So absolutely.
cool. Well, I guess anybody that you'd like to thank, or any big sponsors that you want to give a shout out to, anybody there, kind of the wrap up.
Absolutely. Honestly, just a big thank you to the community of Sioux Falls, to be honest. Like, I had a lot of people just reaching out to me last year saying, hey, good luck on American Ninja Warrior. People I didn't even know. So I think just thanks to the community of Sioux Falls, and I just wanted to, open up the gym to bring back to the community and give something for the kids to do. And the biggest thing that I think is awesome about it is that it allows adults and kids to collectively come together and do something, which is very rare to happen in Sioux Falls. So absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. Well, thank you very much for coming on. And like I said, hopefully,
thank you.
Obviously, I don't think we're going to get to say it in May, but hopefully you get on the show and
absolutely
watch it for the 10th season of American Ninja Warrior.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you. Apologize, that sounds rough. If that sounds better, hopefully it sounds better. But